most respected former Chief Election Commissioner of India, Thiru Krishnamurthy sir, Thiru Annadurai, ADG, PIB, Dr. Raghu, Dr. Krishnadas, Sri Balaraman, and the friends from media who are covering it today, and all the part-time correspondents of DD Tamil. So first of all, I would like to congratulate all the correspondents of DD Tamil for taking the message of all the stakeholders in this entire democratic process to the people in the most sensible way. இது ஒரு உண்மையிலே பாராட்டுக்குரிய விஷயம்தான். Even our Honorable Supreme Court very recently, 3 days back itself, had opined that people are intelligent, they see through. எந்த அளவுக்கு நம்ம ராங் ரிப்போர்ட்டிங் அதெல்லாம் இருந்தாலும் கூட, பையஸ்ட் ரிப்போர்ட்டிங் இருந்தால் கூட, ஜனங்கள் அது நல்லாவே அது புரிஞ்சிட்டு ஒரு டிசிஷன் எடுக்க அளவுக்கு இந்த இந்தியா நாட்டில் இருக்கிற மக்கள் இருக்கிறாங்க. So first of all, we should congratulate all the people of India who have taken up this democratic tradition to its very great heights. இந்த நாட்டிலே இந்த டெமோக்ராட்டிக் செட்டப் வந்த நேரத்திலே, even being a very undeveloped country belonging to the third world with hardly 20% of literate people, நம்ம ஜனங்கள் they have shown to the whole world that we can decide for ourselves. வெளிநாட்டிலே நிறைய பேர் சொன்னாங்க, இந்தியா மாதிரி ஒரு நாட்டில் இவ்வளோ ஒரு டிஃபரன்சஸ் ஆஃப் லாங்குவேஜ், ரிலீஜியன், ரேஸ், கல்ச்சர் இதெல்லாம் இருக்கும்போது எவ்வளோ வருஷம் இவங்க இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு டெமோக்ராட்டிக் ப்ரோசஸ் சுமூகமாக இவங்க செய்ய முடியும், அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சந்தேகம் ஆரம்பத்திலே இருந்தது. பட் ஆஃப்டர் so many years we have shown to the world that our people are really intelligent, they take the decisions themselves. Time and again, when the election comes, they are very clear whom they want to see in the governance position. And idella who have facilitated this naka, I must compliment the role of the free press in this country, the free media in this country. Both the Election Commission of India at the highest level to the booth level worker at the lowest rung of our entire administration, everybody is very, very committed to act as per rule of law to ensure free, fair and peaceful election. Over the last few years, I have seen that in Tamil Nadu, we have been complimented for the excellent law and order management during the elections. The confidence of the Election Commission of India for the good management of law and order has been again proved by its people. அதனால நம்ம எவ்வளோ டிஃபரன்சஸ் எல்லாம் இருந்தால் கூட, எந்த அளவுக்கு ஒரு பொலிட்டிக்கல் ஒரு ப்ராசஸ் இருந்தால் கூட, whatever extent the parties may take up issues with each other, but the law and order has been maintained. So I must congratulate again for the responsible journalism, for the wish of the people, for the law and order machinery, and for the entire election machinery that is working to ensure this. So while saying that, I would also like to point out here that today social media has become the fastest disseminator of news. But whether it is responsible news making, there remains a question mark. Because there is no controlling mechanism there, or even if it is there, many of the things may get unnoticed till it is brought to the agency's mind, or to the commission, or to the law enforcing authority. Perhaps it goes on. So people still look up to the responsible media in the press and the television. And here I see one point in congratulating you all, that people always look up to the Doordarshan, that they will be giving the news very dispassionately. Whatever was the fact, let that be presented to people, and people have the intelligence to find out what is right reporting and wrong reporting. So that is the confidence with which we are moving. Recently, the Election Commission has taken a number of roles, which when we entered the service, it was not so many headed. The kind of things that we were doing, say in 98 when I entered the service, 97 when we entered the service, and what we see today have greatly changed in its complexity. அந்த நேரத்திலே நமக்கு EVM, VVPAT இதெல்லாம் கிடையாது. We used to do in paper ballot, count the paper ballot. We used to spend almost 36 hours for one assembly constituency to be completed. The things have entirely changed. Time and again, people have raised the questions about the machinery that is being used, about the machines that is being used, its neutrality, its efficacy, and its integrity. But to the knowledge of the people, the Election Commission of India has always been very, very transparently putting through whatever means it has that how this entire machinery is flawless. Many doubts have been raised about the electronic voting machines. Even in those cases, not only the Election Commission of India, but the highest courts of the country have taken it to task. And if there are any frivolous petitions, the way it has been treated, that we all know. But if there are correct doubts in the minds of people, always the courts have risen up to ensure that the people get the doubts in their minds cleared. So first, coming to the EVM, we have this robust system where we are able to get the result without law and order problems. If we know, when we used to be youngsters in our high schools and colleges, we used to hear so many cases about the wrongdoings. These days it is not possible. One major reason is the media. Other major reason is that the excellent kind of directions from the Election Commission of India, which has risen up to the changing times and ensured that the election machinery works on its toes, keeping the faith of the people in its mind. So to that extent, the EVMs, the VVPAT system has been there, and the courts have also intervened from time to time with regard to the counting of the EVMs, VVPAT, and Election Commission of India has been always very transparently doing the entire procedures. Another thing to compliment for Tamil Nadu is that in elections after elections, we have been almost 73 to 74% of voters for the last decade voting, coming out to vote. Our national average is somewhere around 67%. We have been doing better, but we are committed to do even better. In that aspect, through the media, I have a request to make to the urban voters. நம்ம ஊரக பகுதியில் இருக்கிற வாக்காளர்கள் கஷ்டங்கள் சிக்கல்கள் இருந்தாலும் கூட வெளியில் வந்து தவறாமல் ஓட் போடுற மாதிரி நான் வேண்டுகொள்கிறேன். நம்ம ரூரல் பகுதியிலெல்லாம் பார்க்கும்போது we are getting almost close to 80% on an average voting. When it comes to the bigger cities, bigger towns, it comes down to that extent. So there is some introspection we need to do as voters. that all this facility which this great country has provided for us, we are on the rising path of economy. India is doing much better. It has been because of the good governance. It is going on uninterrupted, unlike many countries which got the freedom around our time, where democracy has floundered. But நம்ம நாட்டிலே அந்த continuity இருக்கிறது. Change of power has been always flawless. The political parties நிறைய கேள்விகள் கேட்பாங்க. But when the results have been declared in a very graceful manner, they have handed down the power to the new party which has been chosen by people. That shows the maturity, that shows that our people need, our people like this system of governance, and they have that intelligence to have the choice for themselves, and the democratic process is the symbol of that. So one is of course the urban people to come out and vote, and next is the younger generation also. The number of votes, the number of registration in the electoral roll, we still find to be little on the lower side. I know the younger people are very upward mobile. They have to change from place to place in search of career, in search of job, in search of education. While being so, Election Commission of India has ensured so many mechanisms that wherever you are, you can now register yourselves into the electoral roll. நம்ம voter helpline app, ஒரு voter app இருக்கிறது. அதில் without going to any ERO office, any collector office, any BLO, நம்ம பேரே நம்மளே நம்ம வாக்காளர் பட்டியலிலே சேர்க்கலாம். It is so easy. Of course, our BLO will go to verify, but after that, it is being done. All the electronic photo identity cards are also ensured that it is sent by the postal department through speed post without any delay. I am very happy to announce here that around 27 lakhs of election photo identity cards, which we got through our electoral roll newly generated, and those cases where change of address were there, have flawlessly gone to all these addresses by the speed post, by the postal department. And in the near future also, some more cards will be issued, because in the continuous updation in the last 10-15 days, we have received more enrollment in the electoral rolls. We are making all the efforts that all those epic cards also, after they are entered in the electoral roll, they reach the people. So I would request all our younger voters to come out in large numbers by enrolling themselves into the electoral roll. So the Election Commission is taking all the measures to welcome you all into the voting booth. Similarly, so many other amenities like the assured minimum facility are being provided in each and every polling booth. Minimum, there should be water, there should be electricity, there should be toilet, there should be a ramp for people who find it difficult to walk up to, the PWDs and the older generation. Lot of facilities have been provided. And the Election Commission is also very vigilant that people, perhaps because of various reasons, they may not come out to the polling booth. For them also, lot of provisions have been made. Postal ballot system for the 85 and above people. It is not compulsory that they have to vote from home. We would always welcome them to come to the voting booth and vote. இருந்தாலும் கூட அவங்க ஏதாவது சிக்கல் இருந்தால், வரமுடியாத ஒரு சூழ்நிலை இருந்தால், அவங்க நம்ம ஃபார்ம் 12Dலே அவங்களுடைய அபிப்பிராயம் எல்லாம் கொடுத்தா, we will take the ballot to their houses. More than 7 lakh such requests we have received from the people those who are 85 and above and people with disabilities. So though we know a major work has to be done by the entire election machinery, because in each such cases, our officials, our police officials, our political parties, their representatives, they have to go from house to house collecting these ballots. It is a big work, but still then our people take it up. We engage almost close to 4 lakhs people from the government services and about another 2.5 to 3 lakhs people from the police services for smoothly running this entire process. In Tamil Nadu, more than 50% of our officials engaged are women. All of them take whatever difficulties they might be having at personal levels also, take this job very seriously, very sincerely. That is why we are getting such a smooth election. So we must have a word of appreciation for all these people. They are the faceless people. அவங்க வெளியில வந்துட்டு பிரேஸ்ல சொல்றது இல்லை. I'll be very happy if you can cover what is the life of a BLO, what all they have to do in the not only during election, unknown to us throughout the continuous updation period, whatever applications come for enrollment or deletion, they work. This they do apart from their regular work. அவங்க ஒரு பள்ளிக்கூடத்திலே ஒரு ஆசிரியராக இருக்கலாம், வேறு ஏதோ ஒரு ரூரல் டெவலப்மெண்ட் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்டோட எம்ப்ளாயி இருக்கலாம், ஆர் முனிசிபல் கமிஷனரோட அவங்களுடைய எம்ப்ளாயி இருக்கலாம், but they take all these jobs seriously. So I have no words to compliment them, because I have been watching this, that how much difficulty, how much workload they take, and still then they provide us with this democratic process, which are all happy about. I am very fortunate to share the dais with our former Chief Election Commissioner of India, Krishnamurthy sir, and he is a storehouse of wisdom in this regard. Whenever I look up to the great tradition of our election commission headed by the Chief Election Commissioners, we get that inspiration that there have been people who have set this process in such clarity, with such efficiency, that we find it, though there are difficulties, but we find it that we have a smoother time, though complexities, the difficulties are becoming more and more. So sir, I am very happy that sir today will be sharing his experiences. He is having a session with you. I have always great regards for you, sir, as I have for all our former Chief Election Commissioners and the commissioners who have been guiding from Delhi. India is a very difficult place to do this entire election process. Recently, last year, the Honorable Election Commission sent me as observer to a small island, Fiji, where the voter number was hardly 7 lakhs. But there I came to know that military coup after military coup have been there. And here we are a country of about 140 crore people, almost 100 crore voters. In Tamil Nadu alone, we have almost 6.20 crore voters. And with such kind of huge responsibility also, our people take it very sensibly. Our election machinery are ready to do all the hard work. And at the end, I must compliment you all friends, that it is because of the free press, the reporting, the sensible reporting from people like you, that people have got this confidence. People have got this analyzing the sources of information from various sources to see for themselves what is true, what is false, what is veiled. So ultimately, the largest number of people, they decide for themselves who will govern, who will take the role of, who will take the reign of governance. And it is the people who have given us this responsibility, and as all responsible stakeholders, where we are also a part, we are all doing it responsibly. And I'll conclude this by giving my thanks to the organizers for calling me here. It is always a great pleasure to come and share dais with dignitaries, as also my friends from press and media. And we depend on you so much that all our DOs and even in the CEO office, on a daily basis at 12 p.m., I make it, unless there is some other engagement, to meet all the press people in our office itself. So you are very important to us. So I again thank you, and I thank all the organizers for giving me this opportunity. Thank you all in the dais, and thank you all those who are here. Thank you.